Okay guys, hey, I'm going to teach you how to do a basic white sauce. You can use it if you're doing a creamy pasta dish. You can use it to do mac and cheese, pretty much however you want to use it. It's up to you. It's a white sauce. In my macaroni and cheese, I used a Dolmio sauce because it was quicker and it's a lot easier for me to do because you know, I've got a hectic life, loads of babies running around, and I got things to do, honey. So I use a cheat way, but I'm going to show you how you do it from scratch. So basically, I've got my saucepan here. I'm just gonna put it on a medium heat. So that's on the medium heat. Excuse the noise in the background. There's a lot of people up in this house just doing their thing, so excuse that. So I've got that on the heat. I'm going to put the butter in. So I'm going to use 100 grams of butter. It could be salted, it could be unsalted, do your thing. So I'm just going to let that melt out completely. In addition to that, I've got here measured out 8 tablespoons of plain flour, not surprising, plain, and I've got a litre of milk. To this, you can either have your sauce plain, or obviously if you're doing a mac and cheese, you're going to want to add some cheese to it. Today I'm going to be doing a pasta bake. I'm not going to show you the full extent, but I'm doing a pasta bake, so I'm going to use some red Leicester cheese and I'm going to use some mild cheddar cheese together in the sauce. But I'm just going to show you the basics of it, and then you add whatever cheese you want to add to it, however much of it. Obviously if you add too much cheese and it gets way too thick for you, all you have to do, keep it on the heat on a very low temperature and add some more milk. That is all, literally. So as you can see, butter is nearly melted. Just got a little bit left to go. I'm going to turn this down a bit. It's starting to sizzle. By the way, for this process, you will need to have a whisk. It is important. So you can get one of these ones, you can get a metal one, whatever one you have access to, it doesn't matter. Just please do not use a stand mix attachment or a hand mix attachment for this, because it's not suitable, okay? They're made differently for mixers and stuff. Alright, so that's all melted out. So to this, I'm literally gonna sprinkle in the flour, keep mixing it, and it's gonna form a kind of dough consistency. Gonna thicken up and it's gonna go like dough. When it does, it is perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with it. All you're gonna do is add your milk to that and make it go smooth. Oh. A bit harsh, Justin, a bit harsh. Right, so as you can see, it's going. I'm going to add a tiny sprinkle more of flour. So let's just say, round it up to about 9 tablespoons then. So yeah, around 9 tablespoons. Because this is what we need. Perfect. Right, you guys can feel that. Right, to this, I'm going to gradually add in my milk. I'm not going to just chuck it all in at once. I'm going to add it in gradually. I'm using whole milk. You can literally use whatever milk you want to. You can use semi-skimmed, you can use do whatever you wish. Doing things my way, but as I've realized, there are people on YouTube that love to kill people for what they do in their houses. So do as you wish. So I'm just mixing it around. By the way, it's still on a medium heat as I'm doing all of this. Don't worry, it might have some lumps in. That is all good. By the end of it, it won't. So not to stress, not to worry. I'm just literally showing you a live feed of how I do this. Specifically requested by a good friend of mine. I practically consider her a sister, so there you go. Love her like cook food, as I say. So yeah, I'm just gradually adding in the milk and letting it do its thing. Whilst mixing, you have to constantly mix, by the way. If you leave it, one, the bottom can burn, and two, you will just have loads of lumps and it will not be a good consistency. So just keep mixing as you're gradually adding your milk, a bit at a time, not too much. So in here, I don't know if I said, but I've got a litre of milk in this measuring jar, which is 1,000 mLs. If you prefer to have it in mLs, I don't know. Just going to turn up the heat a little bit. Still medium heat, but I've just turned it up just a tad. As you guys can see, it's gone really smooth now and it's nice and silky. There's not too many lumps in there, it's just a few small ones, but as we go along, those will go. Never mind if a bit of milk splashes on your stove or wherever, it happens. It will happen, so just ignore that. Clean it up when we are done. Although on a normal day, if I was in the kitchen and I'm not doing a video for you guys, I would literally get the cleaning cloth, be trying to wipe it whilst I'm stirring. Don't be like me, literally. I'm obsessed with cleaning whilst I'm cooking. And guys, if you're doing mac and cheese, if you're gonna follow my method, but you're gonna make your sauce from scratch, today I'm only gonna use literally a little bit of salt and black pepper in this sauce because, as I said, I'm making a pasta bake. I don't need too much in there. But if you're doing a mac and cheese, by all means, sprinkle a little bit of salt, a little bit of black pepper, a little bit of garlic powder, a little bit of onion powder, whatever you wish. You could even add in some paprika. Just freestyle it, do what you want to do. But when I get the dolmio sauce, it contains you know, the onion powder and the garlic powder and all of that. It has it in there, so I don't have to add all of that. But like I said, following my recipe, but you want to do your sauce from scratch, please, please, please make sure you season it up and don't come crying to me, oh, it didn't taste like it did last time. That's because you didn't add the relevant seasoning. So please, 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 let's not do this. But you lot pretty much get the gist of what I'm doing here. You need to keep stirring. So if you know you have problems with continuous mixing or whatever, this is not the job you want to take on. Get somebody to help you, or get somebody to even make the sauce for you that is ready, fit and willing to do all of this mixing, okay? For those of you who requested videos of how to cook oxtail and curry goat, curry goat, whatever you want to call it, get grammatically correct or incorrect, it's up to you. I will be doing those very soon, but I'm just getting these smaller requests out of the way because, as you know, curry goat and oxtail are long, extensive videos that are gonna take it out of me to record, cook, and then edit and all of that for y'all, making sure that you lot get the best video possible. So I'm just letting you know, I haven't forgotten y'all. I still remember y'all's requests. I just do not have the time right now to focus on doing such long videos. Since my last set of videos, before these ones that I've posted recently, I've actually moved houses basically twice, had another baby, gotten married, and I'm literally about to move again. So y'all, please bear with me. I do love y'all and I love posting for y'all, but it gets busy. I'll just turn the heat up a bit more now so that it can thicken a lot quicker, because the more you get in the pot, obviously, if it's not a really wide pot, the more you're gonna have to turn the heat up so it can thicken a lot quicker. That's just a trick that I use, but if you want to keep it on a low heat and do your thing, it's up to you. It's just what I do. And feel free to make any suggestions if you have any. Oh, and this quantity, you can see that it's quite a bit. I'm literally doing this because I need it for a big old tray of pasta bake. However, if you guys only need it for like a small amount of mac and cheese, then feel free to do half of what I've done, no problem. So literally, if you just cut in half, it'll work just the same as the amount that I've got in here, just that you'll have less, obviously. I'm about to call somebody to do some mixing. Now this is a lot. A lot. It's like I said, I don't want it watery. Still want it to have body to it, so. This is nice and silky smooth. Loving it. gosh, everyone's quiet. They've all disappeared somewhere. Which is good for me because the amount of videos that I have with the babies screaming in the background and doing their thing, making noise, adults talking. Oh child, I'm about to start suing people for disturbance during my videos. Right, I'm just gonna pour in the last bit of milk now. So that's 1 litre of milk in. Or 1,000 ml. So now I'm just going to add my cheese in. So like I said, I have got me some mild cheddar and some red Leicester. I don't know why they call it red Leicester, it's orange. I just call it orange Leicester, I don't even. Oh child. These people be playing us. So I'm just going to add in a bit at a time and just get that all melted in. And get it all melted in. The amount of cheese, like I said earlier, is up to you. It's up to you. You can have as little as you want or as much as you want. I know some people like their food really cheesy. Some people can't really care less for the cheese. So that's up to you. It's changing in color. Obviously that's because I used the red Leicester cheese, and now you can see it's thickening up. Like I said earlier, if you've added too much cheese and it's thickened up for you, all you need to do is add some more milk. So this is the consistency of it now, and I'm going to be adding more cheese to mine. Oh, this has inspired me. I feel like making some nacho cheese sauce. I used to love it at the cinema, and then they just changed it to some budget value cheese sauce that tastes like watered down mild cheddar, and I don't know what is going on there for real. If it's good, you don't need to do anything to it, just leave it be. Just leave it be. Right, so that's all my cheese in now. Oh honey, I'm gonna turn my flame down low, and then like I said, I'm gonna get some salt and pepper, and that will literally finish off my sauce. I'm literally just gonna put a tiny bit of salt and a sprinkle of pepper, just to give it a bit of flavor, and just whisk everything in. Like I said, y'all, it is optional. You don't have to put the salt and pepper in there, but if you're making a pasta bake, I do advise you do. And if you are doing a mac and cheese, remember I said please try and add, you don't have to put extensive amounts, just a little bit of onion powder, garlic powder, salt, pepper, a tiny bit of paprika, and it will work wonders for you, trust me. But yeah, that's it. So my sauce is basically done. So that's how you make basic white sauce with cheese. And then you take it off the heat, add it to your pasta, and you're good. Let me see if I can give y'all a close up. There we go, there we go, there we go. Alright, so that is it, guys. See ya. So guys, one last thing I just thought I'd show you. The bottom of the pot doesn't actually burn if you follow that method through. Literally just follow it step by step and you cannot go wrong.